Hey everyone, and welcome. This is my first time ever doing a YouTube live video. My name is Bridget Aileen. I am a speaker, a teacher, a mentor, allowing people to realign with the highest version of themselves. I host women's circles, create community events so that we can really understand that when we come together, we can uplift one another, we can grow, we can really create the lives that we wish to live. So I want to talk about today commitments. This is something that has not only come up in my own life, but this has come up in the lives of the people who are in the Soulful Essence Experience, the women inside the Inner Creation Collective, which is my virtual Facebook community. So you're free to join that. And a lot of us struggle to make commitments in our lives. We think about like when the new year rolls around, we say, okay, I want to do X, Y, and Z. This is what I want to do. We have the moment to reflect and we say, I want to do this. And then when the time comes down to it, typically we get into the motion, we start doing it, and something pulls us away from it. We feel, or something within us is telling us, that commitment doesn't need my time right now. But that's actually not. I'm a teacher of Kundalini yoga. And a lot of the history of Kundalini has been sharing this time that's called the Aquarian age, the age of Aquarius. And there's that old song from the 60s or 70s that talks about it is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And this is a time where we are going to be tuning back into ourselves as the leader. Whereas in the years, and really 2011, 2012 really started this age of Aquarius. And before then, we were in what's called the Piscean age. And during that time, it was more about patriarchal rule. It was about religious order and having someone higher than you telling you what to do, even business systems. But you can really see it in religion. And now we're living in this time where people are starting to realize that their inner authority is the authority and that the answers are right within them. They're all within them. They're inside. This is a time where you are your own best teacher, where if you want to make any kind of commitment, if you want to make any kind of commitment in your life, it comes down to you choosing to make that commitment. So this is a time where no one can tell you what to do anymore. You have to be committed to yourself. And when it comes to committing to yourself, a lot of us, then we go into like the self-worth conversation. It's like, oh, well, am I worthy of actually committing to myself and actually getting the thing that I want in my life? That's when it gets a little bit deeper. But when it comes to creating a commitment in your life, I practice what's called a daily, just practice, sadhana, sadhana. And when we have a sadhana, it's a commitment to ourselves. It's a daily practice. And I believe that anyone's daily practice can look different for them. For me, it's Kundalini Yoga Kriya, it's walking, it's journaling, it's reading every single morning, because that is the baseline. I am a person who does those things. Therefore, this is what I do every single day. So you can start to ask yourself, okay, well, what kind of commitment do I want to make to myself? What is that thing? So the first step is really identifying your commitment, identifying, okay, this is what I want to do every day, or maybe it's not every day, but this is something I want to do. Then after we've identified this thing, we have to go a little bit deeper, because it's not just about the what. And my dear friend Jason introduced me to a book by Simon Sinek called It Starts With Why, or Start With Why. And you might have heard of it. Let me know if you have. And this book is all about how major organizations, large businesses have always known that in their marketing, in their mission, in their vision, it's about the why. Like if you think about Apple and Microsoft, they sell and do very similar things, but whose mission do you believe in? You're there with Apple, you're having that iPhone, I have a Mac right in front of me, and that's because we believe in their deeper why. Okay, so the same thing that goes for larger businesses goes for you in your life. And that's what this comes down to. It's almost like you're creating your own structure of business in your own life, and it becomes a commitment. That's what it looks like. So what is your why? Why do you actually want to do the thing that you said you wanted to do? A lot of the times we might say, okay, surface level. So let's give an example. If the example is, okay, I want to go to the gym and I want to lose 20 pounds. Cool, amazing, that's incredible. Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Okay, maybe you want to look better. Why do you want to look better? What does that mean to you? Is that your identity? Are you putting your identity and your worth with your weight? Then we go deep and we go really, really deep there. So you can start to ask yourself, what is the why? Why do I want to do this thing? What is it going to help me do? But why am I choosing to make this commitment to myself? My commitment to myself, the reason that I do my practice, my yoga practice, my meditation every single day is because I refuse to give up on myself any longer. I refuse. Therefore, my daily practice is a non-negotiable. And I show the F up for myself every single day because guess what? I deserve it. But guess what? You deserve it too. You deserve to live the life that you want to live. You deserve to create a commitment and stay consistent with your commitment because you know at the end of the day, you made that commitment for a reason. You want something more for your life. We all want something more for our life. And it really comes down to having a consistent practice and doing it every freaking day. Okay, so what happens what if we don't even know what kind of commitment we want to make? That goes into the realm of curiosity and exploration. A lot of us don't know ourselves. We really don't know what we like to do. We don't know what we're good at. We don't know our gifts. However, we all have gifts, talents, and abilities. That's your birthright. But a lot of us don't know. So if you're struggling to even find some kind of commitment to make to yourself, I encourage you and I invite you to start to explore. Start to do things that are a little bit different. Maybe you start by listening to podcasts. I have a podcast called The Uplifted Pod. Go check it out. Listen to podcasts, read books that really inspire you, join Facebook groups that inspire you and uplift you to be the best person you can be, learn about new things, talk with strangers, new people, new things, explore. We live in a time when there's endless information, but it's about, okay, how can you use that information and actually be your own best teacher? Because we are our own best teachers, right? So explore, be curious, have fun with it. Now, say that you have this commitment. So first step was make that intention. Second step was ask yourself, what is my why? If you can't figure out what your intention is, explore, be curious. The third is to ride the waves, because when we make a commitment to ourselves, it's a daily practice most of the time. Let's face it, there are going to be moments, there are going to be times in your life when you don't want to show up for yourself. When you say, you know what, I'm feeling a little lazy, it's not feeling good today. So I encourage you to explore the difference between honoring yourself, which is so, so important. Like if your body is not feeling physically, if you have no energy to go to the gym and you know that if you went to the gym, you would deplete yourself more, that is honoring yourself. But resistance would be, you know what, I'm getting close to that threshold of the new level, the new layer of who I can be. And if you're jumping to that new layer and level, it can be uncomfortable. So there's a difference between resistance and honoring yourself. A lot of the time, it's actually going to be resistance. There are going to be, of course, moments when you have a commitment in a daily practice where you just need the time for yourself. And I've had moments where I still actually show up on my meditation cushion, but I kind of just sit there because I need to just like be with myself instead of doing something in the meditation. So always an option, but a lot of the times it's resistance. What does resistance feel like? It feels icky. It feels scary. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like not good. We've all been there, right? Let me know if you've been there too. So I've had a 3-year daily kundalini yoga practice. So that means every single day, show up on my mat for myself. I've shown up in closets when I'm traveling. I've shown up in cars. I was on vacation in Italy 2 years ago and I was like, everyone, I have to do my practice. Here we go. So just know that that's going to happen. But there have been times when I've felt that resistance. I've been like, it's been 11 p.m. and I haven't done the practice. And I'm like, shit, I haven't done the practice today. What do I do? You show up for yourself. Why do you show up for yourself? Because you deserve it. Anyone who's ever told you otherwise, anyone who's ever told you that you don't deserve your dreams, they thought that they couldn't live their dreams. So don't listen to those people. I am here from a different perspective. I'm going to remind you that you are here for a very important reason. You are here to live the life that you want to live. You have dreams, you have gifts, you have abilities. If you can honor those things, you are going to give people in this world permission to do the same. And we need more people in this world honoring themselves, focusing on commitments, really just aligning with who they really are, because a lot of people don't know who they are. So we feel this. I'm getting like heated as we're talking about it. So basics here is that you have to have an intention, decide what you want to do in terms of a commitment, because you are your own best teacher. No one can fix you. No one can heal you. No one can save you. You are the healer. You are the savior. I am the guide, but you are the teacher. Woo. That was fast. That was channeled. Okay. Number 2 is ask yourself, what is my why? Why am I even pounds? Right? And then 3rd is honor the waves. You're going to have times when you feel resistance. So observe the resistance as an outside observer. Notice what's happening, and then see if you can ride the wave instead of letting the wave ride you. I hope this really hits you in a really deep place today, because I'm here trying to change the world, and it starts with each individual person. It starts with me changing myself. It starts with you changing yourself. And when we have a daily commitment that honors ourselves in the highest way possible, we create the ripple effect in the world. Noticing patterns of self-sabotage, avoidance, excuses, limiting beliefs, like what are the mental patterns in your mind? If you are struggling with those things, let me know. This is actually what we're talking about inside of the Soulful Essence Experience. This is my online group experience, and it's a coaching program for people literally trying to honor the truth that's within them. So many blessings, everyone. I hope you guys have the most beautiful day. This is my first YouTube live, so I was a little bit nervous, but I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon.